Channel, and I'm with my ex-England captain Michael Vaughan. And Michael, thank you for joining us. We would like to know, what is it like? Obviously, all your career you've played in front of the camera. What's the transition like being behind the camera and a successful commentator?
I think first and foremost you've got to love cricket. To play the game you have to love it. To broadcast on the game, whether it's radio, TV, you've got to really be an obsessive with the game. I absolutely adore cricket. I like watching it, whether it's junior cricket, county cricket, international cricket, on the television, listening to it on the radio. I'm pretty much, I'm not saying 24/7 a cricket anorak, but I do like studying the game. I think if you're going to go into cricket broadcast, you really have to be over the social channels of information about all the different leagues around the world and try and keep up to date with everything that's happening around the cricketing globe. But it's difficult because there's so many series, so many leagues. But I think the transition, it's not easy. It's like any career move or job, you've got to work really hard at it. I've been fortunate in broadcast to work with some of what I deem the best. Mark Nicholas, Jonathan Agnew, Jeffrey Boycott. Over in Australia, I've worked with the likes of Alan Gilchrist, Ricky Ponting, Shane Warne, Bill Lawry back in the day. I was fortunate to spend the box with Richie Beno a long time ago. So I feel very blessed and fortunate that I've had, for one, the opportunity, and number two, the chance to work with so many really high-class broadcasters that you can only learn on.
Great. And what was this summer's been, golden sort of summer for the ECB and English cricket. What's been the most memorable event?
I think the whole summer. I mean, the World Cup win at Lord's that Sunday afternoon. The drama, the super over. I don't think anyone knew what was happening. Stokes diving in and hitting his bat. Jofra Archer bowling the super over. The atmosphere at Lord's. Everything about that day was spectacular. England have geared themselves to win the World Cup, and they've done that. The Ashes was equally as dramatic. I mean, Australia get off to the start, England fight back a little bit at Lord's. Steve Smith gets hit and has to miss Headingley. Australia dominating the game, then Ben Stokes produced another magical Sunday. The Aussies go to Old Trafford and play great. England come to the Oval and play well to level the series, and it's just been one of those summers where that I think if you asked me to highlight one, I mean everyone will say, the World Cup final, it's that Sunday at Leeds, the Ben Stokes innings and the Jack Leach one not out, the atmosphere at Headingley, to see 11 o'clock before the start of play, that crowd knew something was about to happen because it was full. You generally don't get that when they know that a team's dominating. Australia were favourites. By 12 o'clock maybe it would be full because England have got a start, but at 11 o'clock every single seat had been taken at Headingley. For that, I mean, I'm a test match cricket diehard, love all the formats, but test match cricket is the pinnacle. And to hear someone like Jeffrey Boycott describe Ben Stokes' innings as the greatest of all time, you have to take note because the drama and the pressure card that he took, the ability to strike the ball, play the reverse sweep and hit it into the stand for six. That little ramp off Pat Cummins went for six. That was a special day, but we've been blessed with many special days throughout the whole year, and I just think this summer will be the summer that in 10 or 15 years time it'll be the summer that everyone looks back on, and lots of new kids will be playing and watching the game because of what Ben Stokes has achieved this summer.
And finally, you're ambassador for Luria's charity. You did a walk on the Himalayas a couple of years back. Tell us more about that. How did you get involved with that?
Loris I've been involved in for years. I mean, probably 15 or 16 years, and I think we've all got to be open and honest that being sports people, we're very fortunate to play our sport, travel the world, whether it's for 5 years, 10 years or 15 years. And, there are many people out there that love sport but don't get the opportunities that we do. What Loris do and the projects around the world try and achieve is the realisation that there are many people out there that don't get the chances, don't get the opportunities, and because of their underprivileged background, either can't afford the kit, get mixed up in gangs on the street. And Loris, what they're trying to achieve is trying to change the world through the power of sport. And it's a world which is different from what it was when I first started with the charity, and we're doing our utmost to make sure that kids, particularly around the streets of London, Birmingham, Manchester, realise that the best gang to be in is a sporting gang, but they need opportunities and they need facilities, and that's what many of the projects try to achieve, is that opportunity for kids that don't have the chance. Just give them an opportunity to go and play the game.
Well, thank you very much, Michael. That was wonderful insight. So if you want to be part of a gang, be part of a sports gang.